Hey, what's up everybody around the world? Welcome back to another tutorial in Revit Global Knowledge. Today I'm going to show you how to create precast concrete or precast reinforcement in Revit. I think it would be interesting for this tutorial because a lot of my previous tutorial I got talking about how to create reinforcement rebar in Revit. Okay, so now before getting started, I would like to ask you, and this is your first time reaching out to my channel or visiting to my channel and you want to learn more about Revit, make sure hit subscribe button below and turn on for all notifications for learn more about Revit. Before we jump into our project, I want to introduce some reference for our precast first, and precast concrete meaning first, because I know a lot of some people subscriber to my channel, a lot of them is architecture or interior designer. So I think I want to show them more and what is precast concrete. And for structural engineer or civil engineer, you can skip a couple minutes or you can listen to me for my perspective. This one just my perspective. Okay, so what is precast concrete? Precast concrete is widely used in a large and mid-rise apartment building, hotel, motel, and nursing home. The concrete provides super fire resistance and sound control for the individual until and reduce fire insurance risk. Precast concrete is also a popular material for construction office building. Okay, so now it's just my perspective, don't mind that. And before we get started, I just want to tell you about my perspective again. For my tutorial here is just for instruction to create those kind of reinforcement and precast concrete. I never calculate yet. In reality construction, it might be need structural engineer to calculate that and about spacing for reinforcement rebar inside wall panel for precast. Okay, so I just told you about that, don't mind in case I do something wrong and just simply draw that. Okay guys, so let's jump into our project together. As you can see here, I'm in, actually I should be used for structural template, but now I read on architectural template only. Let's follow this one. I am in architectural template. I got my grid line there that I create already, that or you can create that by yourself. I will give you some kind of dimension. Di for dimension, for this one first, hit escape. So the total length here is 13 meter. So I want to place some wall to create my precast first. By place that, I need to go to my structural tab here, then drop down for my wall there using for wall structural because we are adding reinforcement on that. Just select my wall structural there, and for depth here I want to change it to high, then just make it for unconnected, and for start from the center one offset just make it 0 by 0, joint stator just make it to a low. I can simply start from here and until here, hit escape. I just like here, just make it until level 2 is okay, I think. Okay, so let's go to our 3D together. Here is our 3D interface. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to opening some opening for door and window, just make it more interesting a bit because I don't want just simply apply there. Just select my go to front here, then I can go to structural tab, go to wall opening here, then I can simply select my wall face here. Okay, so now as you can see, go rectangle on my key cursor there, so I can apply that. I can select here, then I can start right here, just make it like this, and I can give exact dimension. I just make it for 1.6 meter. Okay, something like this. And I want to add some window here, just simply add window here like this and just make it for 1.8 meter. Hit escape. Then I want to align these two guys there, hit escape again. AL for align, I can select here and align to this guy here. As you can see, it's perfect position. Okay, let's switch here, and this one just try this one like this. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do next, how to apply our precast concrete. By apply that, You can go to your I'm using for Autodesk Revit 2021. So I'm going to my precast. Here is my precast. Then before I apply anything, I can just select my configurations for setting what I'm going to need into my project and how many size for my diameter rebar to apply into my project. And as you can see, you saw CAM export here is for CNC router to apply. You can export this one from CAM export here to your CNC router machine to apply at manufacturer at factory to produce that. Okay, so this one I want explain more. I just go to configuration there, just like my configuration there. So now file is generating. As you can see on my previous tutorial, I got talking about girder slab, but in our case there, I'm going to talking about solid wall there. We got parts, segmentation, reinforcement, and soft drawing. What we need first is going to segmentation. As you can see, we got minimum wall length, maximum wall length, and the height there, wall height, mesh height, horizontal gap. You can make it for 10 or 20, but for me I just okay with that. And also for minimum wall length, you can change it to 1.2 meter or 1 meter. It depends on what you need for this project, and for me I just okay with that, so I will skip for this part. I can go to my reinforcement there. We got rebar 2 layer, rebar 1 layer, fabric 2 layer, and fabric 1 layer. So I would like to use for rebar 2 layer, just like rebar 2 layer here. Okay, on steel bar there we got reinforcement. We can use for steel bar or mesh. I prefer to use steel bar, and position just make it inside. For cover I will make it for 25 as before. And for rebar tie there, actually when you open that is no selection, but in the case before I got like that, so I will change it. Basically you can use thing for diameter size rebar is 10 millimeter, is not, but I want to make it more clearly to show you. I will make it for 20 diameter and 500 s here. And for my spacing I will make it for just make it for 100 millimeter. The bar direction is for horizontal or vertical, you can change that. I will use this one for horizontal. Start and end, this one just leave it like this. And I will take a look on my this rebar array outside there, because I want my rebar it got horizontal and vertical. So I will select this one to 20. Then all the sitting here will be activate to me for editing. This one I just leave it like this, everything is perfect to me. And if you take a look on the top here, you got steel bar here, and this one for mesh for another option, but this one I will leave it like this, just like this option there. Then I can hit OK. Take a look on our 8 reinforcement there. We got corner bar shape, U bar, L bar, or strict bar. I prefer for you corner bar, just like it here. As you can see, we got corner bar and we got number of layer, overlapping length. You can play around with that, and rebar type, cut out dimension, and just drop down here. We got many set for you to think how many corner bar you want to use in your situation. I prefer for this number 3. Let's say this one is number 3, then I can hit OK. Then I can hit OK again. Okay, so perfect. Now all setting I have setting up. So what I'm going to do next, I just select my structural wall here. Go to my precast. We need to split our precast first. So I can select here. Then split and create connection is now generating. In this one for precast element, this one no worry about that, just a warning, no error, 0 error. I just say OK. Okay, so now as you can see, we got our precast with slab with split. You can saw the profile here, and as you can see there is a joining here. As you can see, we got joining there. Let me show you, change this one to wireframe, it's better. As you can see, we got our rebar to joining, and here is our profile. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do next, I just like here hit a tab key to select all elements, just like again on my cursor. Go to my precast here. So now we go into reinforcement directly, just like reinforcement. Now wall property will ask us again, but all the setting there we have update already. If you haven't updated that, you just go to edit type and update that. So I can, it's okay. Now file will be generating, I think will be take up 2 seconds, and this one I will just hit okay first. Okay, so now as you can see, I got my vertical rebar and horizontal rebar as I said before, and for the corner here is perfect. That corner bar that I said one, I will make it more clear for that to turn on for solid rebar. I just like all first, then take a look on our filter here, just check none, just take only for structural rebar, hit apply, then hit OK. Take a look on our property panel there, go to view and visibility, go to edit, make sure you turn on for 3D here and view as a solid, then you can hit OK. And of course it's just reminding a thick line. You can check on your detail level here, just change this one to fine again, will be changed to solid, and of course I change this one to hidden line. Okay, perfect. As you can see now we apply our reinforcement rebar is quite for properly, as you can see. And of course you for representation you want to know how to change rebar color, you can take a look. I will put it in the description on my previous tutorial how to achieve that, and we got 3 main ways to do that, but in a case there I will do a quick one. Just like my rebar here, right click on my cursor, select all instant, visible in view, and right click again, override graphic in view by element. For the background there, you just change this one to solid fit and change for any color that you like. I prefer for I like, okay, just go to red color, easier, and make this one is more darker. Hit OK, hit apply, then hit OK again. As you can see now our rebar is changing to red color. And this one, the red color, there one effect when you change this one to realistic is one effect one, as you can see. Still keep remaining your rebar there. Okay, so now I hope you got understand more about how to add reinforcement rebar, and you can take a look on my previous tutorial about greater slab to create precast concrete. Okay, so now what we do next is just only soft drawing. We need to show our how to achieve soft drawing. Our soft drawing it's quite fast and very fast, I told you. So I just like here hit a tab key on my keyboard because I want all my soft drawing showing that. Again, go to our precast. Here you can saw here is a soft drawing, you just like here. So now Revit will be generating and every panel will be got our soft drawing and quantity take off. And this one just avoid it, no worry, just say okay again. Will be okay. So as you can see here we got solid wall 001, 002 and every 003. How you can change the solid wall there, you can go to assembly. Let me show you later after this one is generating. Okay, perfect. Okay, you can go see the assembly there. Solid wall 1, wall 2, wall 3 and wall 4, you can change that. As you can see every panel got our solid wall template for structural drawing, but I will make it more quicker because I just a quick tutorial. I will make this one going up like this, and of course on your schedule here you can take a look here for we got solid wall material take or template, pass list template, solid wall rebar list. Also here is solid rebar wall here. I can move this one up like this, and as you can see now our rebar list here is, I mean this one is quite long. So how to adjust that? By adjust that you take a look closely, you can saw the bread line here, just like here the line will be breading, or you want to bread more, just like here this one will be bread more, but this one is okay already. Just change this one going down like this. Now as you can see we are using for 20mm, we got our 20mm line for length. Here is diameter phi, and here is L length, and here is rebar number. And for the shop drawing there, I want detail that because I don't want to make this tutorial is quite long. It's just a quick tutorial. And how to turn our rebar inside our shop drawing become solid. I just double click here, and as you can see, you can change this one to fine and change this one to hidden line will be no solid. So just change this one to wireframe will be goes through that, sees through that. Okay, that's how you could apply your precast concrete in your Revit for wall. Okay guys, I think it's pretty much for this tutorial because I think it take 10 minutes already for this tutorial. Thank you guys for start to finish for joining me, and again, don't forget to hit subscribe button below and turn on for notification for learn more about Revit, so you won't miss my future tutorial. And okay, so I just told you my, to be honest, your like and your subscriber is motivate me to do more content about Revit. Take a look on my end card for see what you want to watch next on my tutorial, or you can to go to my channel. There we got a lot of tutorial there about facade and about the reinforcement of parameters of past term or steel structure warehouse. You can take a look and learn from that. We got many complex project and project tutorial there. As you can see, we got facade, we got learn how to make cabin house or motel or steel structure or pattern or dome or reinforcement rebar. Okay guys, again thank you for watching, and make sure take a look for the end card for my suggested tutorial and what's next in my tutorial. And thank you guys, see you for another tutorial and have a nice day. Thank you.